Edwin makes his way into the village after exiting the subway station, not too far from the entrance, heading back towards, well, the Pleasure Palace of all places. He surfs through the crowds, hood up, to try to keep the glow at bay. Rattled, feeling defeat, failure, and worry. Worry about whether or not he actually got through to Adam earlier this evening. As he continues to make his way, surfing through the crowd at a steady pace, so as to not get tripped up. He tries to hold his head up as straight as he can. Tries not to let that feeling of defeat show, but it weighs heavy on his mind. Before he knows it, he's standing before the doors and stepping inside. He shakes his head a little bit. Takes a breath, letting the blood course through his veins, flushing his skin. As he approaches the maitre d' of the club.
And they will ask if you've been here before.
Yes. Edwin?
Yes, Miss Bianca said you were on the VIP list. I believe she's back in the VIP rooms right now.
Is it okay if I head back there?
If you're on the VIP list, you're one of the only people allowed back there.
Oh, of course. All right. And Edwin just makes his way past the hostess podium and heads very matter-of-factly, not unattentively. You know, he doesn't rush. He doesn't bump into people. He doesn't invade the space of the patrons. You know, he makes sure to give them that space. And before too long,
Come in.
door opens. Edwin steps in.
Oh, good evening, my dear. How can I help you?
He pulls his hood down and readjusts his glasses as one hand goes into the pocket of his hooded sweatshirt and pulls out a piece of paper. I had some information about those cameras for you. As he
Wonderful.
I tried to look, only at wireless options. Unfortunately, because the technology is still kind of young, it's a bit pricey.
That's fine. I'd rather pay for what I want than have to settle for something I don't. Then have to go and replace it later anyways.
Right. Yeah, of course. Um, Edwin kind of fidgets with his glasses. Actually, I'm gonna have to make a manipulation subterfuge to try to mask how he's feeling. I think it's manipulation, not charisma.
Yep, it would be manipulation subterfuge.
Oh, no, that's.
And I rolled 2 successes.
And you're the defender.
Nope, you're the one hiding, so you're the defender.
Oh, the person hiding?
Yep, the person hiding the information is the defender. Because the other person doesn't know whether you are or not. So they can't defend their truth. You're the one defending from the truth.
Okay. So this is going to be for your house, right?
No.
You said it was for a residence.
Yes.
So you're acting like a go-between for this person?
I don't know that I put it that way, but that's essentially more or less what is going on.
Okay. Right. Wow. Okay.
No problem.
I didn't. That last, time I was here, I didn't offend you or anyone else, did I?
Not at all, my dear.
Good. And Edwin starts to turn a little bit, about halfway back towards the door. I hope you understood why I, didn't, hit her.
Oh, I understand just fine, my dear. It's not in your nature. And that's alright.
If the shoe had been on the other foot, if I had been where you were, would you have?
I'm not averse to hitting people, so yes, I would have.
Even if she didn't deserve it. Even if she didn't want it.
Now, if she didn't want it, that'd be one thing. That'd be violating consent. A very different question than just hitting her and she wanted it. It's something she enjoys.
All right. I was just, I don't know, just a little concerned. It seemed.
No worries, my dear.
Oh well. No, I apologize. I shouldn't be so judgmental. I mean, I did read your contract here, and yeah.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Well, that's good. All right. Well, I mean, whenever you get the go ahead from, I don't know, is your friend or colleague?
Yes, friend, colleague. Much of the same thing sometimes, aren't they?
No, not really. There's usually a difference between business and personal life. Well, business life and personal life. At least should be.
That's so. I'll keep that in mind then.
Edwin
There's a slight smirk on her face.
Turns back toward Bianca a little bit and just kind of cocks his head. I'm gonna make a perception empathy. Something's a little off, but he's not sure what. Like, I don't know if that makes sense.
It does, because I know exactly what's wrong, so...
Oh no!
She looks tired, distracted, lethargic.
Are you okay? Because you don't look it. I mean...
Just a rough night, my dear.
Anything maybe I can help you with? I mean, I don't mean to intrude. No, I wrong question. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to intrude. I just...
Unless you can change the past, I highly doubt you can help.
I don't think time travel is within... I don't think any of us can do that. And when he takes his glasses off, like, and I'm just going to give this to you, like, even if you are lethargic, if you're looking in his direction, he just, like, he goes from being okay to feeling almost defeated. And you don't know why. It's like weird. Really weird. I shouldn't have intruded. I really shouldn't have. What's wrong with me?
You've done nothing wrong, my dear. It's good of you to actually care about other people.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm not so sure. Especially not, like us, the whole kindred thing. I don't really know if there is any hope. I mean, keeping the whole monster thing at bay. Not succumbing, if that makes sense.
It is. And it's something we fight with every night of our lives. Unless you somehow manage to figure out how to undo it.
I'm only a year old. How could I do something like that? I mean...
Well, they often say wisdom comes from the mouth of babes.
It's a poor student, though, that doesn't continue to learn.
You're smarter than you give yourself credit for.
I don't know if I'd say I figured it out. I mean, I struggle with it like any of us. I try to focus on what I was every single night. It's why I continue to work. It doesn't just give me something to do or put money in my pocket. It reminds me I didn't really lose anything. It's why I tried to stay in contact with my father. Because for the same reason. It's probably why I'm going to get myself in trouble if I continue to talk with someone who is very, very close to me.
Well, unfortunately, you can only make choices for yourself. Others have to make their own.
It's all of that that helps me not... what's the word? Not succumb. Not, lose sight of myself. Not become a slavering animal just wanting blood.
Good for you.
Look, I know I intruded. I really shouldn't have.
And I've told you several times now you haven't.
If you want to talk about anything, no one else will know.
She gives a soft smile. I'll keep that in mind, my dear.
And if that thing starts to rattle its chains, just remember the best part of what you were, however long ago that was. Or it's like the happiest time in your life. Any of your life. That's what I did.
Somehow that's managed to be 12 years now.
Wow.
Not entirely sure how. But it has.
Will to live. Drive. You're not lazy. You didn't resign yourself. It's respectable. It's a lot of people who would just take the easy route. They'd give up on what they wanted. And they'd fade into obscurity.
Yes. It's very easy to do. Lose sight of what you want, and eventually everything just kind of doesn't seem to matter.
I hope I don't ever get that way. Look, you and Jessica, you're Sin. You and Sin are the same other blood.
Clan, yes.
Clan, yeah. clan, of course. She's been acting odd. I don't know.
Bianca cocks her head.
I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it. But it's more than just... I think it's more than just, the whole kindred thing. I don't know.
It's just starting to look a bit more like a corpse or anything like that.
No. It still looks, normal-ish for us.
Well, that's good. If people start slipping too far, especially if it's early on, it can happen very easily. Letting that beast take over more than it should. The beast begins to show in your body. Something to keep an eye out for.
Daisy told me about how that happens with Gangrel. So.
I don't know how it happens with the Gangrel, but I know for many it's simply a slippery slope.
The beast, the animal inside starts to really show, teeth or ears, tails, fur. Bizarre. I don't know. It's not about that though. It's just, I don't know.
Well, if it seems something's wrong, I will definitely talk to her side about it. Is there anything in particular you want me to look or mention?
She's expressed an interest in wanting to, I don't know, get into pawn shops. I'd help her out, but I think it's best if I keep my distance and let her do that on her own. But maybe next time you see her, ask her how that's going.
I will. Pawn shops, it's an interesting route. Not one I would have seen her taking.
It's, well, same here.
I'd have seen her opening a fight club or something.
A what club?
A fight club, club where people fight.
I think she would be a good personal trainer, honestly. I never would have seen her go in for jewelry myself, but everyone changes.
Yes, they do.
Oh, well. I don't know, I don't want to lose her. At all. And Edwin turns back around towards the door slowly.
Remember, whatever choices she makes are on her. You can't make those choices for her.
Of course not. You, get some rest. Take it easy.
You too, my dear.
And he heads toward the door pretty pointedly. His shoulders are not square, they're a little slouched. um, as he heads out the door. Bianca in the room.
And Bianca will think for a moment. Yes, figured she's going to cause trouble. Hopefully her brother knows how to stay out of it. And with that, Bianca will just spend the rest of the evening by herself, unless others want her, have need of her.